Hello my dear students, so here I am with a new topic, or we can say that with the new basic concepts, that is a market. So before starting the definition of market, we have to understand how this market arises. Okay, so we have already done the price. Okay, price of a commodity is determined by the market forces of demand and supply, and we also know that this demand and supply operate within the framework of a market. Okay, this demand and supply, or we can say that forces of and supply operate within the framework of market. Okay, this demand forces of demand and supply operate within the framework of this framework of market. Okay, now here you have to understand the definition of market. So in ordinary sense, or the definition given by the common people is different. Okay, what this is that market refers to a physical place. Okay, market Okay, so what is the ordinary definition of market? Market refers to a physical place where buyers and sellers buy and sell the commodity. So this place, okay, because of this physical place, what we can say that this cannot be considered as an appropriate definition of market. Now why this physical place is bringing an obstacle to give a proper definition of market? So we have to understand that. Okay, due to the development of banking sector, a different infrastructure, transportation and communication facilities, okay, and expansion of market, we can say that the concept of this physical place has totally changed. So we can say that due to the development of banking sector, infrastructure, transport and communication, the concept of market has been extended beyond the idea of single physical place. Okay, beyond the idea of single physical place. So in modern definition, we will not use the word physical place. We can say that market refers to a system or a setup in which the buyers and sellers meet each other, they bargain with each other, okay, and then make a deal. They strike a deal with each other. Buyers will buy the commodity and sellers will sell the commodity. Okay, once again listen how we define the modern definition. Modern definition says that market refers to a system or a setup, okay, in which bought and sold, or we can say that the economic transaction takes place. So it's not good to use the term physical place while defining the market. Okay, now here few things are there you have to keep in your mind while defining this market. As I said, how to define market? Market refers to the system or setup in which the buyers and sellers meet each other, they bargain with each other, buyers will buy the commodity and sellers will sell the commodity. Or we can say that they can make a deal, okay? They can strike a deal and economic transaction may takes place. Now next thing, as I said, you have to keep two things in your mind. So when we define market, a physical place, particular place is not required. And the second thing, okay, the second thing is that in order to make a deal, the contact between buyers and the sellers is not required. That is, it is not necessary that buyers and sellers should know each other to make a deal or to make an economic exchange or economic transaction. Like suppose say if I am going to Gangtok, and if I don't know any shopkeeper, then also whatever the commodity I want to buy, I can purchase it without any hesitation. So it is not necessary that buyers and sellers should know each other, they must have contact with each other. No, without, when buyers and sellers are strange to each other, in that situation also we can make a deal. Whatever we want to purchase, we can be able to purchase at the same time whatever the sellers wants to sell the commodity, they can sell it. So the personal contacts between the buyers and sellers is not required. Okay, next we have types of market. So normally we categorize market into two types of market. One is called goods market and the factor market. So this can be categorized into two parts. Goods market and factor market. Okay, now what is goods market? So goods market refers to those markets in which the goods are bought and sold. Okay, the market and sold. Okay, so the market in which goods are bought and sold. Now here important thing is that who is the seller. Okay, who is the seller in this market and who is the buyer. So seller, who is the seller in this market? Firms are the seller. And who is the buyer? Buyers in this market. Buyers may be households, government, etc. So buyers are household and the government, sellers are firms. Okay, now next thing, what type of market are refers to a goods market? So market for clothes. Okay, clothes market, example we can take clothes a market, car market, etc. So these all are the example of this type of market, that is goods market. Now next we will move to the factor market. Okay, so factor market refers to that type of market in which the factor services are bought and sold. So it refers to that market in which services are bought and sold. So here the services are bought and sold means, now you have to understand who is the buyer of that services, who is the seller of that services. So seller of services may be households. Like as we are working as a labor, we are working as a worker in a different department, different sectors, so we will be considered as the seller of our services. So who is selling their services? Households are selling their services. Now who is the buyer of services? Buyer of services may be government, Government may be buying their services, as we have seen that in different government department the different employees are there. So what the employees are doing, employees are selling their services to the different departments. Some are working in the tax department, some are working in the police department, someone is working with defense, someone is working with different firms, industries, and so on. So here the seller of services are household and the buyer of these services are government, different firms, industries, etc. So they are buying our services. So these are the types of market, okay, goods market and factor market. Now next topic we have money. Okay, now before starting the definition of money, we have to understand, okay, we have to understand the goods and services as well as the factor services are bought and sold in the market with the use of money. So whenever we are purchasing or selling anything that involves the engagement of money or that involves the use of money, so with the help of that money we are able to make a deal. Either we are able to purchase or able to sell the commodity. Now earlier what system we had? We had barter system. Barter system. So what is barter system? Barter system refers to that system in which one goods are exchanged with the other. So when one goods are exchanged with another goods, then that type of market is called what? Barter system. So there was lots of difficulties in a barter system. Like one of the important difficulties or the shortcomings or the limitation was a double coincidence of wants. Means whatever you want to exchange with the other person, you have to find exactly the same person who are in need of exchanging the same commodity whatever you are willing to sacrifice. So that was a problem. A future payment problem was there. So lots of problem over there, and that's why barter system can be considered as a inefficient for carrying out the various economic activities. Okay, now it also restricted the scope of specialization and division of labor. So due to that barter system, another difficulties was specialization and division of labor, because of that barter system one particular person or individual could not concentrate on specialization of one product. He has to engage himself in the production of various commodities, whatever he is needed. So he cannot specialize particularly in one commodity and produce in a large quantity to sell it in the market. So these all were the difficulties in the barter system. Now in order to eradicate these difficulties, there was the invention of money, and that was very important. Okay, the invention of to overcome the various difficulties of the barter system. Every society, okay, every society invented a money. Now you have to understand what is money. So definition: money refers to anything which are generally acceptable by everyone, acts as a medium of exchange, and have store value or unit of account. We can say that money is anything that is generally acceptable by everyone as means of payment or means of exchange. It has also store of value, okay, value of store, as well as unit of account. So when these three functions are included, then we can say that that is your money. Once again, all defined: anything which is generally accepted by everyone as means of payment, a unit of account, store of value. So if these three property exist, we can consider anything as a money. Now this money can be categorized, or that money consisted of currency, coins, okay, bank deposits, or money. So that currency, as we know that the various denomination of currencies are rupees 1, 1 rupee note, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, then 2000. Okay, similarly coins consisted of 50 paise, 1 rupee, 5 rupee, 10 rupees, and so on. So that all are the components of that money. Now next one, deposit money or bank money. So whatever the amount of money that is deposited with the bank, that can be considered as a bank money or a deposit money.